Hi, my name is Scott Forcino, an associate broker with Real Brokerage out of New York Metro Market. I have with me today Nancy Stingone from Unique Corporate Designs, and it's a great time of year on Columbus Day, the upcoming holidays. There's Thanksgiving, of course, Christmas, other holidays, New Year's celebrations, birthdays, tragically deaths, births. There's so many things. So Nancy does a great job. She's really passionate, and she's also hosted a platform where many others can gain positive exposure. Nancy, I'm happy you're here. Good morning.
Good morning, and thank you for having me today.
This is yours. So what's up? We're now in October. There's leaves are changing. A lot of places are starting. What's up in your gifting?
Yes, so it's that time of year when we're showing appreciation, and we're spreading some fall love vibes to amazing business clients, all of your clients. This is the perfect time and the season to be doing this. So I want to give you a picture. Picture this. A beautiful gift box arrives at your client's office filled with sweets and salty treats. Do you know what that does? It strengthens relationships, it creates your brand recognition, and it promotes your business. Plus, this time of year, when by doing the fall gifts, it sets the tone for the holiday season. So, the best part of this is the gifting is unexpected. While everyone else is caught up in the holiday gifting, as I always say, you'll stand out like a superstar. So this is a great time of year before the rush of the holiday season to really recognize your clients. And you could do that with budget friendly gifts. You could do that with luxury gifts. And it doesn't necessarily have to be the gourmet snacks and treats. It could be a personalized gift, a cozy gift. It could be a home gift. There are so many ways to thank your clients and to be recognized in your industry.
Mm-hmm. Right. Well, I hear what you're saying. It is summer's over. We got to say that, and we're in this kind of fall/holiday season. So of course, there's the big holidays, and people are not really careful about their eating. So this is the indoor eating season, right? And they're getting together with family. And I say that there's a holiday every weekend. I mean, if you think about it, there's college football Saturday and NFL football. And if you're a fan, that means you're
Yes.
congregating on weekends. And you're not going to go starving when you have the TV and the game on and family and friends over. I mean, just look what happens in life. So there's so many opportunities to share a special time with those close to you. And in addition to the monsters, of course, the Thanksgiving leading up to that, and then of course the holiday season with office parties, and really the end of the year. And I think that relationships are so important, and we're in a downturn in this economy, and a real downturn in the real estate industry. I think that technology is attacking our relationships because it's so easy to press a button and get something like Amazon anywhere. So really, it's more important for people to touch each other. And let's be real, feeding someone is a close act, right? Your senses. And let me ask this question: does everyone feed you? No, not many people feed you. So when you feed someone, it really stands out.
Yes. And it's such a great gesture to send that gift. Again, whether it's foods or it's just a gift. And, this is the season we're in to share your love, joy, and happiness
Sure.
and your gratitude. Thanking if you're a realtor and you have all of you have this sphere of other, your home inspector, your banker, your mortgage broker. Show them your appreciation, and they should be showing you appreciation for the connection and the services that you're giving to each other.
Of course, and then that's so important in the industry. Real estate industry. There's so many referrals and so much trust. That's how a deal gets done. And by the way, it's going to get harder and harder because what's gone on in the market, and there's a lot of conditions.
Yes.
We're not in 2021 anymore. So if you really think you're going to do this without relationships, I think you're crazy. And there's so much competition. And I think that asking for business is not going to get you anywhere. I think you have to make a real mark in someone else's life, show appreciation, and do something positive for them and stand out. We just mentioned food, but what about the element of surprise? Hey, wow,
Yes.
you know, this is coming. I mean, it's a surprise. You might have a down day. Your family gets something. It's a treat, like you say. There's some good food, and there's, you know, the salted caramel pretzels. You know, sign me up for that. So that's great.
And
You know,
we have unique gifts. I recommend everybody visit my website. I have a great gift that we've created, and it's called The Next Episode. So it's a Netflix gift where you could send to somebody, and has two glasses, and it says one more episode on it, and it comes with a cozy blanket,
wow, that's
some
great.
treats. So it's pretty cool. It's not just your standard gifts. So you really, sending different things, and it's not just sending a gift. And again, it's all about you and how you want your recipient to see you, that
Right.
you're really showing that you care.
Right. Well, Maya Angelou, the great philosopher, said people forget what you say, they forget what you do, but they never forget how you make them feel. And
Yes.
come on, I mean, that's relationships. And I love what you said about the Netflix thing, because even last night my daughter's got me hooked on a show, which I hate getting hooked on a series, because then you're hooked. And they got me the one with Steve Martin and Martin Short, and it's amazing. It's a murder mystery. And I said, I don't want to get involved. And they said, no, you got to check this out. And then it's like one more episode. I go, it's 9:30. It's not. And they sucked me into one more episode. So we all can relate.
Yes. And then on the personal side, you want to show people that you really care, whether it's through a sympathy gift, and you'd be surprised how touching that is when I deliver a sympathy gift to someone. It's such a loving gesture, showing, your caring and your sympathy and your condolences. It's so you do the same thing in your personal gifting,
You know, that's a good point
showing.
you made in the grief world. Um,
Yes.
people, I don't know if people know this. The individual who suffered the loss, the survivor, really keeps score on who was there for them. They really
Yes.
keep score. They, people, that's BS. They keep score. They know who did what, because they're so.
Yes.
And the person that is there for them
Mhm.
is, it changes lives. So if you could
Yes.
be there when someone's in a really tough spot, I mean, that alone, that gesture is strong, and it's positive.
And
But I will tell you,
sharing a self-care gesture, letting them know that this is the time that you need to take care of yourself.
Mhm,
So, I have found that with a lot of grief gifts.
right. And, back to real estate, what people don't realize, there's the hot, the cold, and then the hot. Where it's hot on a contract and your offer accepted is everywhere. You've heard about the market, 20
Mhm.
off, people compete, then you got it. So it's hot. You got it. The seller's happy, the buyer's happy. Let's talk about this industry. So we both know hundreds and hundreds of people. You're hot, you're cold, you're hot. So in the middle, no one's really focusing on, is the buyer getting the loan application? Is the title been ordered? Is the contract sitting there for anywhere from 2 or 3 weeks? We don't know. Nothing's
Mhm.
happening. So then, of course, at the end, we're getting ready. We're closing on November 1st. And then everyone leads up to that. You're getting the moving truck. You're getting the realtors are getting prepared. The lawyers have in the States. The lenders are they're really buttoning up the deal. So there's two hot times. But what about the middle? The middle time is when, at one point, if there's a loan, and really most properties have a loan on them, there's a really happy occasion where the buyer secures financing. And that means the seller's thinking, oh, good, now we have a real transaction. We don't have to wonder anymore. Before that loan is in place, the seller says, I hope this works. and the house is off the market for 30 days, maybe 45. I hope this works because I got rid of every other good buyer. So there's a lot of stress on both sides. Why not connect each side with the realtors and the parties? It should be a mini party because that means it's official, and we're kind of just getting ready to close at that point. You're not. Of course, the closing's happy, but that's a definite thing. The middle point is the one that you should be happy that you got to. So,
And you want to keep that connection with each other.
right. And you want to have, let's say, some respect. Let's pretend that something goes a little weird at the end. People can be combative. They could become even adversarial. But if you've done something in the middle to keep everyone in a collaborative, positive, really, really good-spirited scene. Hey, listen, Nancy, that thing went crazy. Let's see how we can work this out. That's a point. And I got to tell you, no one's saying that. So really, I'll help you. That should be a point in the middle of a deal, which is everywhere.
And with that, Scott, I can help that realtor or that banker or that mortgage broker. I can create a program for them. Let's say with, a specialized program just about them and their business with 3 or 4 gifts. And they can set a certain budget, and just with connecting with me, I'm their go-to person. I'm part of their marketing team, and they can send me the names of who they want to thank in the process and this whole process within a budget. So it works. They're not sitting there thinking, well, I wouldn't even know where to start. Who do I thank first? And it could be a friendly budget. They can pick a luxurious gift that they want to, if it's a high-end client. So, and I can brand this program just from them.
Right. That's kind of that's a white label. So in this case, you're talking about a lender or a real estate office can have these 3 gifts, ABC, gold, silver, bronze, and they send it every time to their clients without thinking about it. Let's say they want to spend $300 or $400 a month, and they have the right to use ABC, and it just happens without making the individual think about what they're sending. It's just there's not a lot of budgets.
Right. Yes, exactly.
That's a great idea. I mean, that's something that's a marketing tool that should go to everyone in the industry, whether it's title or and home inspector, anyone that could use this monthly or purely transactional opportunity.
And by having this program set in their business, it takes away from them thinking, I need to send a gift thanking Scott Forsino for that connection or that deal, to the actual doing it, taking the action, and then it falls off because they are busy. They have all these connections, and that's where I could come in and be your support.
Yeah, your support is critical because let's be real, they don't have this corporate department in place. It's just not there. They don't have the human resources, so they can rely on you to thank them where they don't miss anyone. Think about it. There's people in the industry, they got to think about it. They got to spend money. They may not want to spend that money. They may want to not take it on an ad hoc basis here and there. They want it as part of their marketing. I mean, they'll advertise, but they don't have this, and they should be doing this.
And it's an inexpensive way to market themselves. But on the other hand, it really helps them stand out. Not everyone does this.
Yeah, I mean, nobody does this. I mean, they as I say, the realtors, let me tell you, it's still even divided about closing gifts. It's still a topic of discussion. Do they give them? Do they not? Do clients want them? Do they, they don't want a cutting board or a set of knives, things that they're eating every day, but they certainly are going to eat your treats and have fun doing it with their family and friends.
And with my gifts, you can always include a nice token gift as a keepsake. And what is so important is having that special message with that gift sent to them. So they're not only receiving a gift, but they're opening up a greeting card with your message to them.
Yeah, that's really
And that
professional.
could include your logo on that greeting card. Your logo is up front when they open that card. So
Right. When they open that card, it's branded to you. But listen, nothing is going to be as important as food, right?
yeah.
And there's never going to be no gift, no bottle of wine and then you have to worry. Maybe people don't drink. I've heard that happen. It could be even
Well, I do non-alcoholic beverages also, so
right. And
because
then they
that is part
question,
of today's world.
hey, and I've heard it even questioned where there's a $5,000 commission. You send me a $50 bottle of wine. That's not cool. So now if you put the delicious gift, it's not a money thing. It's wow, that's nice. It's a great feeling that happened.
Yes.
Okay, great. Well, the point of the reason why you're sponsoring or hosting this group is to give those people in your audience a way for them to promote themselves, a chance for them really to gain. You are directly delivering your message to the people that can hear you, so it's powerful. It's something that you're not using a possibility of a social media. You're directly delivering this message, so it's powerful.
And offering resources for each other
Ah,
and
that's key.
connections.
That's key. Giving each other a chance to gain promotion and exposure. Well, Nancy, I love your stuff, and I'm happy that you've given this chance to others. It's one thing to be heard; it's another thing for others to get the opportunity for themselves. So you're a great host, and our team is working closely on forming the business platform around you, and it's a really exciting time.